Hi, this is Steve Duke at steveduke.net, and I'm here to explain or recommend how to practice the leading tone exercise that I posted on my blog, the Sax Coach, for the past couple weeks. We learn in different ways, and this exercise is designed to be explored and be approached from different ways of practicing. Clarity is the issue, not perfection and not speed. So the best way to do that I find is to sing. I like to sing as part of my practice. It makes up as much as 80% of my practice. Everyone can sing. Even if you don't think you can sing well, you've been singing since you've been a child with children's songs like Mary Had a Little Lamb. Singing reveals what we hear. And if you can sing it, you hear it. Singing also develops a sense of lyricism, which is an important part of playing the saxophone. So the question then becomes how to practice through singing. First of all, your practice should change the way you think and imagine. It isn't just about a mechanical thing on the instrument. So it's important to allow yourself time to ponder the relationships between the notes. In other words, sing very slowly, like half note, add a quarter note at 60. Very slowly so that you can think ahead, think about the relationships. Where are you in the arpeggio note? For example, do you hear and think the note in the inversion? Do you hear and think the leading tone where it resolves? Sometimes you may just want to sit on a note so that you can figure that out as you're singing it. And you might be surprised at what is clear and not clear. So the question then becomes, how do you recognize if you're being clear? That's something that's a real problem for most musicians because you don't know what you don't know. The purpose of practicing is to discover what you don't know. And so, how do we know it's clear? Clarity is obvious and easy. In other words, how do we recognize that it's easy? Usually it's pretty obvious when something is obvious, but it's not so obvious when it's a little bit difficult. We continue to press through it. If you're pressing through something, if you're forcing it, then you're doing that with tension. Tension reveals the confusion in your thinking and your imagination. It shouldn't be effortful. If it's easy, then you are clear physically what to do because you're clear in your thinking and your imagination. So how do you do that? Notice your breath. Is your breath soft or are you restricting your breath? Are you knitting your brow? Is your mouth tight? Is your tongue tight? Look for things that are tense in your body and then back off that. Pause for a moment. Do it again. Approach it a different way so that you can understand that better. Take your time. Create what I call a learning zone so that you can learn faster. You have a choice. You can practice fast and learn slow, or you can practice slow and learn fast. So check out the leading tone exercise on my blog, the Sax Coach. I'm also posting that on a Facebook page called the Sax Coach, and keep tuned for future posts.